This girl has almost 200,000 views teaching people how to sell on Amazon, and this guy has over 5 million views on a beginner ab workout. We're learning all of these real-world actionable skills about health, wealth, relationships, and even just real-world skills like how to make cornbread dressing at home. So all of these roads are leading to YouTube. We have these two massive billion-dollar industries that are converging onto the YouTube platform in 2023, which means that their signs of growth are not slowing down anytime soon. Because this is what a lot of people refer to as a wealth transfer. And with all of the craziness going on in the world right now, with all of the talks about, a recession coming and the economy being in a terrible state, more important than ever to pay attention to these trends. Because billionaire philanthropist and entrepreneur Richard Branson says in times of recession, that's when there are massive opportunities and fortunes to be made. All you have to do is follow the money trail, and what we're going to go over today is how to follow this money trail of these two roads that are massively converging on YouTube. YouTube multiplied with the online e-learning industry to make actual automated passive income without starting your own YouTube channel or even creating your own videos, because as you can imagine, that is way too time consuming. Like I mentioned before, this is a brand new way of making money on YouTube by tapping into under-monetized keywords on YouTube. Basically using other people's videos that they have already uploaded to YouTube for you to make a full-time passive income online. And in fact, the process that I'm going to be sharing with you today is literally just 3 steps that you can accomplish in less than 14 days. These 3 steps that we're going to go over today are brainstorming, targeting, and profiting. So the way this model actually works and the way that I found out about this was back in 2020, I was clicking around on videos on YouTube. At the time, I was a broke college student just trying to figure out ways to pay my bills. I happened to be watching a video about how to beat procrastination. And what happened was before the video played about how to beat procrastination, this guy's YouTube video ad actually started playing. It's from a guy named John Asseroff, and he was talking about how to beat procrastination. And I noticed that there was a little button on the YouTube video to learn more. And out of my curiosity, I happened to click the button. Usually I never click on ads, but when I went to the landing page, I was so surprised how closely linked this advertisement was to the video that I was going to watch. I noticed that the headline said, "Ever think, where does all my time go?" The shocking answer is on this page. As I started scrolling through the page even more, I found out that this guy was selling a digital product about how to beat the game of procrastination for $197. I thought this was really, really interesting because I'd never seen anything like this. Do a little bit of digging on his company. It was called Hero Gym. I found that they were making over $5 million just from selling this one digital product about how to beat procrastination. I didn't think too much of it until literally later that day. I was goofing off on YouTube again, as many of us always do. I was trying to figure out how to get my first dunk. Because I'm pretty tall, I felt like I could figure out how to dunk a basketball despite not being athletic at all, despite never playing basketball. And the same exact thing happened. Before the video about how to get your first dunk or how to dunk a basketball, this video ad started playing. Same exact thing. I saw on the left side there was a blue button that actually took me to a website that talked about how to become a master of the deep game of basketball. And as I started scrolling through the page, just out of curiosity, I noticed the exact same thing. They were selling a digital product, an online course in this case about basketball, but this time it was for $495. And I noticed both of these multi-million-dollar companies were following this exact same process. They were taking people from a 2 to 3 minute long YouTube video ad targeted at people that were already looking for a way to solve a problem, and they were using that to sell an online course and make passive income. In other words, they were getting paid for knowledge that they already had in an automated way, using this new way that I'm talking about, which is targeting these existing untapped audiences on YouTube that have already been built for us. So I started to wonder a little bit, like, what exactly are these products? What exactly is an online course? Because like I said, at the time, I was literally a broke college student, and the only online courses I knew about were the ones that my college actually offered, which were very, very expensive. But as I did a little research, I found that an online course is just simply a collection of videos around a specific skill or knowledge that are typically sold for between $500 and $2,500. I already showed you those 2 examples, but here are a few more examples of people selling their online courses. This is an example of a girl named Kat Norton, and she runs a company called Miss Excel. You can see in this article, she's making over 6 figures a day, over $100,000 a day, selling, guess what? Literally an online course, just teaching people how to use Microsoft Office, meaning teaching people how to use Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and all of these different things. When I first saw this, I was so mind blown that something like this was possible. Or this is an example of actually one of our clients that we taught this system and this methodology to. His name is Dale, and he teaches people how to invest in the stock market. He sells a course for $2,000,